Hi, welcome to hashtag the Vickie Talks. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm doing good. My brother was buried today in Sierra Leone, and yeah, may his soul rest in peace. Today I want to talk about two things. One, that we have to give people room to evolve and allowance to evolve. And then the next thing is that there really are no saviors. So I'm speaking specifically about, so in Sierra Leone, 5 years ago, a new political party was created. That political party became kind of like a third force. Sierra Leone has more or less like a two-party system. So a group of politicians left one of the major parties and created their own party called the National Grand Coalition. And sorry about that, I don't know what happened, internet. Anyways, the presidential flag bearer for the National Grand Coalition is KKY. KKY got, I guess, a lot of support. Also, there are other leaders in the party, and KKY got to represent his constituency in parliament, so he went to become a member of parliament. So over the weekend, a audio leaked on WhatsApp. I guess it's an audio from an NGC party meeting. And in the audio, you can hear Kande Yumkela, also known as KKY, saying a couple things, including that he intends to resign or retire from politics, that he is in talks with, he's been having talks with the current president of Sierra Leone about unifying Sierra Leone. And thirdly, he talked about some of the issues that are being faced by his party, chief of them being that the party can't afford to pay their own rent. And also that they're struggling to raise money. Now, one of the things is that when the NGC was formed, they had this thing where they presented themselves as a new force, like a political party that was different from the two existing parties, that they were being formed to be like the change, right? A change in the political system. And so for those people who felt like we needed that change, when KKY announced that he is potentially resigning from politics and also open to talks with the current president, who is from the party that he broke away from, people aren't happy. People are not happy at all. People they really feel disappointed. Some people are saying that he's a sellout. Other people are calling him, basically they're saying he's a traitor, right? It's like somebody who's power hungry. He's disappointed them because he came and he said these two weren't good, and their party is the better party, it's an alternative, and now he's gone, and they think that he's gone and he's going to join the current government. And my position is simple, that things change. People change, circumstances change, situations change. At the end of the day, everybody has to make the decision that's best for them. Some people are saying that KKY has been bought, right? That's why he's returning back to SLPP. I don't know this man. I cannot speak to him, for him. But let's say he has been bought. For the sake of argument, is it a crime for someone to say, I want to leave this political party and go to this other political party? Is it a crime? Has he broken any law? He's not broken any laws. And also within the political context and the political system in Sierra Leone, people change parties all the time. People change parties all the time. It is one thing that, I mean, people change parties in Sierra Leone so much. We have a term for it, watermelon politics, meaning you're green on the outside and red on the inside. So for people to be like so upset, I just feel like a lot of the anti-KKY sentiments that we're hearing, a big part of it is because a lot of people are upset because he's going back to where he's come from. And they were hoping he would go somewhere else, which would suit them. That's a big part. The other part is that too many people are waiting for someone to come and save them. Like the way they have it imagined is that someone will come from somewhere and that person will become the political leader that will solve all of the country's problems. They believe that one person can come and just like be the change that they're waiting for. And so like they're waiting for a savior. And some of them had looked to KKY as some kind of political savior that will come and like fix all these problems. And now the savior is leaving politics or is leaving the party. And so you feel like you don't have a savior again. These are politicians. These are politicians. They have no loyalty to you. They have no loyalty to you. They have loyalty to power. Politicians, the only thing they're loyal to is power. That's it. That's it. So I'm like, you know, people have been going in on him and I'm just like, why? People have been leaving political parties in Sierra Leone coming, leaving political parties coming, is what people do. Why are you holding KKY to a different standard? Is it because he came from the diaspora and you people think that it's people from the diaspora that will come and save you? And so now you're very disappointed because it's your diaspora guy. What? The man says that he's going to retire from politics and he's talking to the president. Is it wrong to talk to the president? Is it really so wrong? He did not sign a personal agreement with any of us to say that he will be with NGC forever and ever. He hasn't lied or misrepresented himself. As far as I'm concerned, I don't feel like he's lied about anything. And somebody from the NGC wrote a piece that was circulating on WhatsApp today that said that the big people in NGC were aware that he was talking to the president, that the party itself is aware and open to the possibility of them forming a coalition with the SLPP. So it's like maybe the foot soldiers of the NGC were not aware. And of course, the APC people, because they had formed this coalition, I think some of the people also in the APC had thought that, okay, the coalition means that that coalition is a one-way coalition. Just NGC and Femi Claudius-Cole and maybe PMDC, all the other parties, and APC who's in the opposition. They didn't imagine that NGC will be now going and do other coalition somewhere else. Politicians are only loyal to power. It's just the nature of the game. So like, am I disappointed? Not particularly. Did I vote for KKY in the first round in 2018? Sure. Did I think that of the options that we had at the time, he was the new blood and maybe Sierra Leone needed that new blood? Sure. But at this point in time, do I feel that what he's done now by leaving NGC is so different, far, or shocking? No, absolutely not. I feel like it's in line with what I know of him as a public person. It's in line, you know, like I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised. And also, I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody saying, I want to work with the establishment. I want to work with the people who are in power. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Again, I've used the example of like, if the president calls you today, the current president, SLPP, calls you today and says, hey, I know you really, this thing matters to you. I know you're a doctor who really cares for healthcare. I know you're an activist who really cares for women's rights. The president calls you today and says, you know, I want you to come and work with me to help us basically take on your agenda. I really believe in what you're doing right now, and I want you to come and work with me in my government because I really believe in what you're doing. I share your vision. How many people, if the president of Sierra Leone or the president of your country, who maybe you're in opposition right now, you don't like them, how many of you, if the president called you today, would not answer the phone and say, yes sir, I'm there, yes sir, please say, are you busy? No, I'm not doing anything, please, I'm with you. Yes, Itchy, I'm coming, Itchy. How many of you would not take up the opportunity? There is no way the president of Sierra Leone is going to call me today and say, Vicky, I want to talk to you about promoting Sierra Leone. I want to talk to you about gender equity. I want to talk to you about tourism. I want to talk to you about job creation. I want to talk to you about digital. I want to talk to you about like how we can make Sierra Leone better for young people. I want to talk to you about how we can make Sierra Leone an investment destination for people in the diaspora. There is no way the president is going to call me today and I'm going to be like, no, Mr. President, you know, I'm very upset with your government. That time you called us terrorists, I was very angry. So that anger that I have, I am going to not listen. I can't speak to you. I'm very angry with you, Mr. President. I'm not speaking to you, even though you're offering me this opportunity to talk to you about potentially working together to advance something that matters to me, even though you're going to give me the power and the finances to be able to advance a mutual cause that will be better for Sierra Leone, that will be better for me, that will give me a platform and impact and this, and allow me to serve my country. No, my president, I cannot. I'm upset with you. I will not answer. Who, me? It's a lie. I will be there at State House. I will be at State House. If he calls me today, and I can tell you, I'm very upset with the president about what happened August 10th. I'm very upset at the fact that they didn't investigate properly into the cause of who killed those 24 people. That is something that I'm very upset about. I'm upset about the people who were killed at Pademba Road. I'm upset about the people who were killed at Tombo. I'm upset about lots and lots of things. But let me tell you something, more than one thing can be true. I can be very upset with the president and still be answering his phone call and going to State House so we can fix this country. I will still be upset. But when he invites me to fly in the private jet with him, for us to go and travel, even though I have been complaining about him traveling all over the place, the day he calls me for us to travel, I am collecting the per diem, I am going on the private jet, we are traveling for Sierra Leone. Because let me tell you about me, I can be upset and I can be in a PJ at the same time. I can be upset and I can collect per diem at the same time. I just want you to know that. Those things for me are mutually exclusive. I can feel like SLPP is the most useless political party in this world. The day the president calls me, I still feel that way, but we are traveling together to go and fix this country. Because more than one thing can be true. I will collect my anger, and in private, all my friends will know I will be speaking badly about the president and the government behind their back, but in public, I will say pauper, salon for better. You know why? Because the greatest honor anybody can have in this world is to serve their country. Is to serve their country. That is the greatest honor. I don't care. Anybody can be here. The greatest honor you will have in your life is to serve your country. So if you see people coming from the diaspora, they say they have all this, and the present people call them, they're coming to take a government job that doesn't offer them money, that the money is not good. It's because the greatest honor you can, there's nothing like being a government appointee. You people don't know. Let me explain to you something. You need to know what you're asking KKY to turn down. A lot of you don't know what it's like to be inside. You don't know what it's like to be inside, so you think it's something that is so easy to turn down. Let me tell you what it's like to be inside. When you are inside, you are in the convoy. You see this thing you people call traffic? You see this thing you people complain about, traffic? It no longer exists for you. That is what it means to be inside. When the president calls you and says, you don't know traffic again. Traffic is like a thing of the past. You don't know traffic. You know this thing about carrying your bags when you travel. You stop knowing that thing. You don't know it again. Ask me, let me tell you. My mother was a diplomat for over 30 years. My mother... I have seen. My mother used to work protocol. My mother used to work protocol. My mother was in Ghana. My mother was in Ethiopia. When the president is coming on a visit and people are on that trip, forget. You get people, the thing you're asking KKY to turn down, you don't know the sweetness. I have traveled private jets with the president of Sierra Leone, the previous president. Ask people like us to tell you the sweetness of the life of arriving in Addis Ababa for the African Union General Assembly, being in convoy, rubbing shoulders with heads of states, me sitting behind there, Gaddafi is there, Ngozi is there, head of the is it World Bank? What was Ngozi head of? No, it wasn't World Bank. What is she head of now? World Trade. Is that she had? Like, I'm there. There are 10 presidents in the room. I'm just there. Ordinary me. Sitting, gisting, thinking I'm somebody. That is what you're asking KKY to turn down. People, stop. The thing that you yourself will not turn down, don't ask somebody else to turn it down. I'm not saying he's accepted, but I'm saying that he is a human being. He's not a savior. He's not a saint. He's not above it all. Nobody's above it. Nobody's above it. Those of you who've not had it, you don't understand. Okay, so me, I'm just like, if this is what is best for this man who's lost his wife, who said like he was suffering with knowing she was, you know, she had a terminal illness and, you know, dealing with that, loses his wife. In the political system that we have, you're just there, people talking about you anyhow, people having all kinds of unreal expectations. He's carrying the party financially, he's paying all the bills, he's doing all the things, and now the president calls him and said, my brother, I would like to hang heads with you. You expect him to say no because I'm NGC, I cannot? Because because 5 years ago I said Alassane and Alusine, so now I should not speak. No. Alassane, I will see you at 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's okay, my brother. We are all Sierra Leoneans. Listen. This is the reality. This is why when people curse for politicians and their political parties, it's so comical. It is so comical and it's so silly because all of the politicians outside of their green and red and what they say to us, they're all friends. They're all in the same circle. They're all connected. All we can do as citizens, us, is to hold them accountable when they're in positions and positions of authority, when they're taking taxpayers' money, when we're hiring them to do it. That's all we can ask of them. That's all we can ask of them. But this thing of having this expectation that somebody is going to like, oh, he should be there for the people. Oh, he's leaving the people to join. What people are you talking about? What people are you really talking about? Because if it's the Sierra Leonean people, let me describe them to you. Sierra Leonean people are the... You can be helping them, they are insulting you on top. I know the Sierra Leonean people. I know them very well. Everybody pretends like they want change. Everybody pretends like they want to do the right thing. They don't. What they want is the power. They don't want change. They just want to be in the position where they have the power. Now, then kind of people are in NKKY for what people? What people are you talking about? There are very few people in our country, in our communities, that have integrity, who, when they have authority and they have power and they have access, that they do the right thing. No, they just don't want it. They just want it to always be their turn. That they should have power. Even some of the people who are talking now, I see one guy, they talk bad about KKY, how KKY not this, that. Ion, he been get woke under APC, where SLPP come, he been fit to say they go keep on the woke. So that Sunday he was taking selfies with Mada and First Lady. Now when they're not pulling on the woke, they say, oh, this government, I'm like, yeah. But if they had kept you in your job, you will not be saying all this. Like, come on. Let's be real. He has a constituency that he represents in parliament. Now, they no more EO anything. Now, they no more EO anything. And if you say you don't feel for gone again, you don't feel for. You don't owe me nothing. Now, I wasn't there when he announced he was going to join NDC, form NDC, or going to go into politics. I wasn't there. He didn't consult me. I didn't advise him. I've never contributed to his campaign. I've never collected money to say, hey, NGC, here's money for, hey, KKY, here's money for NGC. I've never said, hey, KKY, here's money for you guys to grow the political party. I've never said, hey, KKY, what can I do to support the growth of the movement of a third force in our political system? I have never done that. And if you yourself also have never done that, lower the volume on the criticism. If you've not been supporting him and the growth of the party with your money in a substantial way that exceeds his own contributions, you do not have a platform or the right to comment on whatever decisions he's about to take. Just because you want side for belong. So you belong go cost mommy cost na SLPP. Where you been a commodity, so you go join NGC. You belong go cost super mommy cost. KKY not cost mommy cost, so you belong take you don't go cost super mommy cost. You don't go scatter, you don't go puelle. Now you dey vex because you can't go back. Let me not mark your face. So now you're upset at KKY because KKY, you can go back, you can't go back. And so you're very angry. You know, I left you NDC. NDC don't get money saved. I'm telling you, that case is not easy. It's not easy at all. So yeah. Allow people to grow with new information, new situations, and new circumstances. Okay? If tomorrow you hear something about me, if tomorrow, I've said it before, I don't want any political position, I don't want politics, never, ever, ever. But if, should you see me in it, I want you to remember this conversation, that it is none of your business. Please, 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 please. It is none of your business. I am serving my country and it is an honor. I don't go, why you serve? I don't want to hear. I don't know anybody. If they call me a good day, none of you here, I don't want to hear anything about your whatever. They can't tell me, say, oh, Vicky, you've been say. I no longer say. I am saying something new. The new one is I am inside. I'm inside. I am inside. Don't worry about me. Worry about your future. Okay? Worry about your future. Don't worry about me. If you ever see me inside, yeah, I don't want to hear anything. If you say they've offered me money, I will come and answer you and say yes. Why were you not offering me money before? If you say it's because I have a boyfriend, I would say yes. Why did not bring yourself to be my boyfriend before? Anything you say, I'll have an answer for you. This internet is free. I just want you to know. I am now outside. I say I will never join politics. SLPP and APC are useless political parties. But if you see me there, only thing I want to hear is congratulations, my sister. Post selfies that we've taken before together. Post selfies of us together and congratulate me on social media. That's all I need is your prayers and your wishes. No, I'm not unsaying what I said. Back then, I said what I said. But in the future, whatever I say in the future is what I said in the future. And what I said in the past was in the past. You have to allow people to evolve. And my evolution can take me in any direction towards prosperity. Allow me. Allow the man, please. Allow. Whether it's SLPP or APC, if you ever see me there, please know that I am returning to the party of my ancestors. Okay? Know that if you catch me SLPP, APC, both of them are the parties of my ancestors. Will you deny me the right to go back to my grandfather's party? Or will you deny me the right to go back to my father's party? Which one? Are you going to deny me to honor my ancestors? My grandfather was in SLPP. He came from Binti. You don't want Binti people to be in their own party. A Binti indigene like myself. You don't want me to be in the SLPP? Or is it my father's party, the All People's Congress, where my father joined when he was 16, and he was national youth leader of the APC in the 70s. He is 76 now. He's still a member of the APC. You don't want me to go to my father's party? So please, wherever you might catch me, you might see me in the near or distant future or present, know that I am honoring my ancestors. Wherever you see me is where my people are, is where they've been. They've suffered for these political parties. They've suffered for the political parties. If I go any way, I'm going the right way. It is the way of my father. This is one of the benefits of being a multi-ethnic Sierra Leonean, is that you have different political parties in your family. No one will deny me access to the All People's Congress. And no one will deny me access to the Sierra Leone People's Party. No, Kosna, tell them. Tell them. We are SLPP people, we are APC people. People need to understand. Our ancestors spread wide into the political sphere. Elakoblo Gulama was my great-grandmother. What is this? You people stop. Stop it. Allow people to belong where they want to belong today. And if tomorrow they say, I no longer belong here, I belong here, let them belong. Is it a crime to belong? Ordinary belonging, you won't allow. Ordinary unbelonging, you won't allow again. What? How will we please you? We can't please you. You won't be pleased. You won't be pleased. We are trying so hard to please this area. You won't be pleased. You only want us to be. We are one family. If I ask you right now to close your eyes and think of what a Timini person dresses like when they're wearing their traditional cloth. Like imagine an indigenous Timini person wearing their traditional Timini cloth, dressed in as very indigenous Timini people. If I then tell you to do the same for a Mende person, the view is exactly the same. We don't even dress differently. Mende and Timini, we don't even dress differently. We don't even dress differently where you can say that, oh, there's a difference in the way you people, like traditionally where we dress. Una get ronko, we get ronko. We have ronko, we have ronko. Everybody is wearing the ronko. There's ronko in the north, there's ronko in the south. It is one thing. So please let nobody come and harass anybody for choosing to belong, unbelong, join, unjoin, whatever. It is his rights. It is all of our rights. Once you not commit crime. Once you not commit crime, you not cheat the people of Sierra Leone, you not thief them, you not harm them, you not take from them. If you're really interested in serving your country, and you choose to do it in the political realm, in either SLPP or APC, there is nothing wrong with belonging. The only time people have a problem with where people belong is when those people are belonging in a place that has power at a time when they do not have power. We have to stop that. During APC term, the amount of SLPP politicians that were being cross carpet, remember? The amount of SLPP politicians that will be cross carpet during APC term. All day then they go and declare for APC. So it should be equally as okay for politicians now to declare for SLPP. It's like it's part of that generation of being born in a political party and staying in it forever. And I mean, Papa then generation. My father's been at APC since he was 16. Till he die, my father's going to be APC. That is a different generation. Right now, we are in the short-term affiliation generation. We're in the short-term affiliation generation. And me not go fault anybody because of how the political system is, where it's a zero-sum game. You win, you take all. I know they fault anybody for they say, hey, we don't lost so dear, I go by and I so better day. I don't blame them because it is just incredibly difficult to get anything done when you don't have political power in Sierra Leone if you're a person who's in politics. Opposition is very difficult. It's very painful. It's also very hard up. Opposition, hard up. Being in opposition is a hard up thing. I don't understand. You don't know politicians. I know them. I know the one that will be the. Let me tell you, my friends in SLPP, like close family friends who were in SLPP under Pakaba, and how they suffered in opposition for 10 years. Suffer. Then suffer. So I do not blame KKY. If KKY is like, he doesn't want to suffer in opposition, he's trying to go where the money resides. I don't blame him. You can't. You can't blame people. You can't blame people. Anybody who is putting their hopes and aspirations in politicians in Sierra Leone I'm sorry, you're an idiot. Because what have you seen to make you think that politicians care about anything other than power? I'm not saying that doesn't mean they don't want to help the country. No, but politicians, their number one priority is like, how can I get more power? How can I consolidate my power? Are they enjoying now? Oh yes, they're enjoying. And I love to see it. I love to see it. Walk you see there and say, oh, you're looking good. It's like, well, you know, we just come up Paris, so you know, I'm just here. You know, your brother has to leave. I said, that's right. It is what it is. But it's just like one of the things that's like really, really upsetting is that there are some people in APC, and I'm going to say this, who feel like this government team, this leadership team, that then pass on our property. Say now we don't come out today, pow, then for come back cause now they get her. Like now we sabi this thing, now we normal for day. That's what happens when you have something for 10 years. You start to think that like now you pass on our property, and I saw them in the act. And you know what? Whenever SLPP leaves, whenever they leave, same thing's gonna happen. SLPP people are gonna go and join APC. It's just how it is. So, bottom line, in summary, release KKY, please. And if you see more people during this political, somebody said it's not transfer season for the politicians. If you see a lot of transfer going on as we head into the election, allow. This is still a pandemic. People have to survive. Tinskanga. If person get if catching pan SLPP get for make somebody better off, allow people that didn't catch do ya. Tinskanga. You are letting suffer, you they give them. KKY is over there complaining for $4,000 rent that he's paying for one building. He's there. You know what I mean? It's a pandemic. The economy is not growing. The only game in town in Sierra Leone is like the government. So if you're not in the government, we were not within a private sector. We know how we're suffering. We know. So I'm not gonna blame anybody if they want to go join these governments because it's greener pastures for them. Get it? Greener pastures. Yeah. So let's all be honest. If they called you today to join up, you will join. If they call you for meet, you will meet. So that's all I gotta say. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Most of this was really just a joke. But transfer is allowed. It's allowed. Transfer is allowed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hashtag the Vickie Talks. See you tomorrow. Bye guys. Love you.